As a result of this, this Israeli law that was passed at the end of October, we know that they explicitly seek to ban our operations in East Jerusalem. Now, this is not at all acceptable, of course, on any grounds, least of all international law, or most of all international law, rather. It's completely unacceptable. You know, these laws are, I mean, they go against international law, so it's a law against law, basically, which is hugely problematic. There have been a lot of calls to certainly to not go through with this legislation. A number of countries have asked the International Court of Justice to rule on whether these laws are fine. And in fact, even within the Israeli system, there's a group of Israeli NGOs which have asked the Israeli Supreme Court to rule on whether or not these laws go against the Constitution. Now, the hearing of the Israeli Supreme Court is due to take place the beginning of March, I believe, and you know, if that's what's required to stop these laws from happening, then yeah, the very real prospect of something bad happening here on Thursday. One of the deputy mayors of Jerusalem has called for demonstrations outside, you know, celebrate the expulsion of UNRWA. Now, these are the same movements which organized, you know, demonstrations last year, which actually turned violent. People tried to break down the gate. We had arson attacks, you know, people trying to set fire to the compound. All of these things. So there's a very real risk. Decision. In fact, this compound also is a diplomatically protected compound, irrespective of whether this is UNRWA or not that's working in it. So, but we do know that the Israeli authorities have published artists' impressions of their plans to construct housing, you know, shopping facilities and things like this on this compound. But as of tomorrow, all the international staff, and we're a minority of the staff, but we have to leave tomorrow. So it's about 40 people or something have to get out because our visas have been shortened by the Israeli authorities to end tomorrow. So we'll be leaving. For safety reasons, the schools, the education facilities are going to be closed through to Sunday because we need to get a better sense of what's actually going to happen. So we were responsible for providing education to around 300,000 students. That's half of the school-age population in the Gaza Strip. In the West Bank, we have around 47,000 students in our school system in total. We have something in the order of 2.5 million patient visits to our clinics in Gaza, again pre-war, every year, and around over 700,000 patient visits every year in the West Bank. In no society in the world is it advisable to suddenly stop education and stop healthcare, because the prospect for social unrest, political explosion, all of these things will simply be increased. There's a very severe risk, I mean, in East Jerusalem, but also in the West Bank, and that's not in the interest of anybody, the State of Israel, nor anybody else in this region.